this truly magnificent ship. It is amazing. Here in Pascagoula, you have been building ships for centuries. It's in your blood. It's a proud tradition passed on from generation to generation. Your hands have given us some of the greatest ships in the United States Navy and Coast Guard. So, whether you're a welder, or a fitter, or a burner, whatever your craft, today is also a tribute to you and your families, and we thank you as a grateful nation. Secretary Napolitano, Admiral Papp, and Linda, and all our outstanding Coast Guard leaders, personnel, and their families, especially those of you from Coast Guard Station Pascagoula, members and friends of the Stratton family, First Lady Marcia Barber, Representative Taylor, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is an incredible privilege to be with you today. And I thank you for the great honor of being the first First Lady to sponsor United States Coast Guard Cutter. And believe me, I am humbled that its namesake is the first woman to serve as a commissioned officer in the United States Coast Guard, one of the true pioneers in American history, Captain Dorthy C. Stratton. You know, the christening of a ship is a tradition that I hear goes back thousands of years. And like most of you, I wasn't fortunate enough to know Captain Stratton personally, but I have come to know her story. And as a woman, and as a mother of two daughters, as an American, I stand in awe of her life of service. And after all these years later, all of us, whether you're a woman or a man, a Coast Guard or another service, whether you're military or civilian, every American can be inspired by her example. Because Captain Stratton taught us first about love of country. See, she didn't come from a military family, and she certainly didn't dream of wearing a uniform. Instead, she distinguished herself first in academia. But what happened? Pearl Harbor was bombed, and our country was at war. So she volunteered. And when a colleague at Purdue University said, and this is a quote, "Dorothy, you can't afford to do this," her reply was simple. She said, "I can't afford not to." Captain Stratton taught us what's possible when people are given the opportunity to show their potential. The SPARS were designed to free up men for the war, but it also freed a new generation of women to believe in themselves as radio operators, air traffic controllers, parachute riggers, and machinists. These women were strong, independent, confident. As Captain Stratton said, all we asked was for the Coast Guard just to give the women a chance. They gave the women the chance, and the women made good. And perhaps most remarkably, Captain Stratton broke all of these barriers in just 4 short years. Yet those 4 years gave birth to a legacy that lives on even today. And while most of those original 11,000 are no longer with us, we are truly honored to be joined today by more than 20 surviving SPARs. They have traveled, I understand, from all across the country to be with us. And again, I'd like to join in a tribute to you all. Thank you so much. You are extraordinary women, part of the greatest generation. The legacy of Captain Stratton and her SPARs lives on in all those who followed in their footsteps. After World War II, it will be another 30 years before women started to be fully admitted to the Coast Guard and other services. But ask any of those women, including those here today, and they'll tell you that it was Captain Stratton, the SPARS, and the women of World War II who opened the doors so that they could walk through and proudly serve this country. So, to the SPARS who join us today, thank you for your job, done so very well. God bless you all, God bless America, and Semper Paratus. Thank you so much.
My goodness, you got everybody riled up there. So we got something we got to go do now. This is actually the part that everybody's been waiting for next to your speech. This is now the time for the christening of the 3rd National Security Cutter Stratton. And on behalf of you and Captain Baffer, would please accompany Mrs. Obama and me as we proceed to the christening time.
You want to stand on this side?
In the name of the United States of America, I christen thee Stratton. May God bless this ship and all who sail in her.